Unexpectedly, Baby Storm openly criticized Ice Spice for disclosing their private text exchanges, in which Ice Spice disparaged Nicki Minaj. This information was not taken seriously at first. But when Baby Storm made public the text messages in which Ice Spice criticized DOI, people started to take notice, even those who had previously believed Baby Storm was merely making attention. Hi there and welcome back to Rumor Spill. As fans saw that both musicians had ceased following one another on social media, indicating a significant fallout, the situation intensified. This made it necessary to investigate why Baby Storm was voicing such personal complaints. Ice Spice had done all within their power to sabotage my career and keep me down. She may try, but I've gotten beyond my dread of her. We went to Sacred Heart School in Years, New York, for our primary and senior education, and we've known each other since we were 13. I went to 8th grade with Ice Spice, who was also a well-known bully in high school. She expressed regret for her previous bullying, and while we overcame it in high school, it was evident that her objectives had not changed until I started to receive some notoriety in the music industry. She got back in touch with me and used my newfound connections to further her own agenda. She made sure I signed an NDA, as did everyone else in her group. But I feel compelled to speak up because I think it's more important to be true to my faith than to any earthly contract. Let's now investigate the reason behind Baby Storm's disclosure of these intimate talks. Her actions sound desperate, which begs the issue of whether she was only gathering information on Ice Spice and waiting for a chance to break things off. It appears that she has been holding grudges since their high school years and is now seeking retribution. Nothing is more terrifying than a woman who has been scorned, and revenge is a tremendous motive. Examining these signals further reveals that Ice Spice went too far. When Ice Spice said, "But I'm dark-skinned, so I always have to wear Carter," during one of their discussions over DOI, others answered, "That's partly true." This argument made some sense, but it shouldn't take away from the reality that Ice Spice gains from her wealthy upbringing and trim physique. DOI responded to the text's release by unfollowing and blocking Ice Spice. This validated concerns over Ice Spice's polarizing behavior, which included colorism, a persistent problem from her past. Baby Storm's revelation that Ice Spice had betrayed her own producer and partner, TJ, further complicated matters. Baby Storm revealed that Ice Spice not only cheated on EJ with TJ, but also revealed this affair in their joint song. Baby Storm and producer EJ Riot have been working together since 2019. If you're not convinced, paying great attention to the lyrics of Gabo will show you that there are hints of this betrayal. This story exposes a labyrinth of deceit, as Ice Spice is also charged with making bodily threats against EJ Riot. It's astonishing that Ice Spice displayed jealousy and ingratitude in spite of Nicki Minaj's encouragement and professional growth. Ice Spice's profile was raised not just by Nicki's endorsement of her, but also by their collaboration on 2 songs. But there were simmering issues behind the scenes between Nicki's group and James Rossman, the manager of Ice Spice. Baby Storm asked me what the outcome of a recent meeting was, and I said it was somewhat inconclusive. James then presented Baby Storm to Nicki's 11-year-old manager, implying that discussions with Nicki would be difficult due to her extreme expectations and her restriction of direct communication with her staff, which included her lawyers. "Nope, she doesn't think so at all, Baby Storm," Ice Spice responded, expressing shock. "That's just so annoying, bro. Does she not realize she's asking for too much?" was the reply that followed. This started a discussion regarding whether or not Ice Spice could be made to compromise. She also revealed plans for a new album, which she obtained independently but included Nicki since it fit with her brand, and is scheduled for release in June as part of the Barbie soundtrack. Despite their partnership, it appeared that Nicki saw Ice Spice's efforts more as a given than as a helpful gesture. Ice Spice, who expressed gratitude and a sense of being undervalued, talked about how her mother had taught her to be open and resilient. When she disclosed that she had stopped talking until January, Baby Storm was taken aback and gave some thought to the dynamics at work. Despite Nicki being the more well-known artist, Baby Storm thought that she frequently behaved as though she were doing others a favor. He questioned, "OMG, how does she not see that?" and brought up the fact that they hadn't asked her to do it in the first place. Ice Spice revealed that Nicki wanted to release every song she had written, including songs that were collaborations or songs that were written for other people, when Baby Storm pressed for additional information. Before Nicki W. entered the scene, Ice Spice reminisced about her previous collaborations with Taylor Swift, which raised speculation about possible talks about Ice Spice joining Nicki's label. After all, why would Nicki want to part ways with Ice Spice? She thought. Nicki's offer was less enticing to Ice Spice because she already had a good deal, owned her publication rights and masters, and earned a respectable living from her songs and performances. She saw why Nicki was looking for advantageous terms for partnerships, knowing that these endorsements might make a big difference in the careers of female rappers. Then, Baby Storm talked about how Nicki's business tactics have changed over time. She mentioned how she used to give features away for free and enjoyed working with others. But Nicki was sick of being taken advantage of. Nicki has changed her attitude toward collaborative work. Her stylist, Callie, disclosed that she now offers artists the option to either be featured in her projects or not. Baby Storm surmised that Ice Spice was considering joining Nicki's label, despite the fact that it might not have been the best move. Despite his belief that Nicki had received unfair treatment in previous transactions, he still desired to review Baby Storm's analysis of the situation. The topic of discussion turned to Nicki's needs and how the industry is evolving. While Nicki's demands may have seemed excessive, Baby Storm noted that they were not unwelcoming to artists, especially in light of the less-than-ideal circumstances of the early 2000s. Feeling misrepresented, Nicki expressed her displeasure with Ice Spice's portrayal of their working relationship, drawing negative comparisons to her previous interactions with Lil Wayne. She found it difficult to see any benefit in resuming their partnership since she believed Ice Spice was gaslighting her. Baby Storm brought to light the ways in which public perceptions, such as those around the forgiveness of student loans, impact people's ideas about entitlement and justice. Ice Spice was irritated by Nicki's seeming jealousy of her masters and believed that she needed to maintain her distance for her mental well-being. Even before they collaborated on Barbie World, there was animosity between them. Armin Wiggins discussed the conflict, bringing up an instance in which Nicki challenged Ice Spice's staff. To call Nicki ungrateful seems harsh, especially considering how effective their collaborations were in raising Ice Spice's profile and requiring a lot of work for music videos and promotions. It became clear that Nicki was suspicious of female rappers because they frequently exploited her for their own advantage. Ice Spice had approached Nicki for the Barbie project under the guise of a favor, but Nicki had already spoken with the producers and believed that it was her idea to make the song into a hip-hop single. It's possible that Ice Spice overreached herself, casting doubt on her intentions. In closing, Baby Storm advised viewers to exercise caution when deciding whom to trust and ask them to weigh in. He urged his viewers to participate in the comments section and check back soon for further developments. Subscribe Rumor Spill for more videos.